Hi children, we are very happy to tell you this story today. This is a story about a boy like you. This is Stefania and this is Flavio. Or Jack? Let's see. The story goes like that. Once upon a time, there was a boy called Jack. Jack was a really nice and funny boy, and he liked to dance, and he liked to sing, and he liked to play, and he had lots and lots of friends. But Jack and his friends had a problem because they had no place outside where they could play, because streets were dangerous, and in their town there was just one public park, which however had been closed a long time before, even before Jack was born. And so now it was in very bad conditions because bushes and plants had grown all over. It was more like a jungle, and it was full of rubbish, and the grass was so high that it was even higher than Jack, who was a rather tall boy. Now, to clean and tidy the park, a lot of money was needed, of course, and the children, of course, didn't have it. So, what they could do? But Jack didn't want to give up. He was a stubborn boy, and so he thought that he would leave to seek his fortune. And if I found it, he said, if I found it, I will make the most beautiful park for all the children of the town, for all the children of the world, for everybody to enjoy. And so the day after, very early in the morning, he left. And so he started to walk. And as he went along, I told you that Jack liked to sing. And so he started to sing a song that he had just invented for the occasion. And the song goes like that. A garden for you, a garden for me, let's play together, and happy we'll be. Jack felt better. And so he went on walking, and he came across. Ooh, what a nice dog! But something seemed wrong with the dog because he was crying. Boo! 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 Why are you crying? Asked Jack. You know, boo! I feel so lonely. I feel so sad. There's no one here all around, and so nobody I can speak with, nobody I can play with. But you, boo! Where are you going? I'm going to seek my fortune, said Jack. Boo! Can I go with you?
Certainly, come along.
And off they went, Jack and the dog. Oh, Jack was really happy to have a new friend that he could share his adventure with. And so as they went along and Jack started to sing his song, the dog too wanted to learn his song so that they could sing it together. So, would you like to sing with us and together with Jack and the dog? Let's go. A garden for you, a garden for me, let's play together and happy we'll be. Wow. Jack was so happy to have someone that he could walk with and he could chat with, and it was even funnier. But you must know that the area where Jack lived was full of hills. And so the road started to climb, and so of course they had to climb as well. And so they went
up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley.
Wow, the next valley was really beautiful. It was full of green meadows and full of flowers. Such a nice smell. It was really beautiful. And as they went along and they were chatting and they were having fun and talking about their life and the plays that they did, they came across
Bah, bah, bah.
What a nice sheep. She seemed so sweet and so cute, but she seemed so sad because she was crying too. Bah, bah, bah. Why are you crying? Asked Jack. Bah, you see, before there were many sheep here in this area, but now they've all gone away, and I'm so sad because now I'm all alone here. and I feel so lonely. But you, where are you going? We are going to seek our fortune, said Jack. But can I go with you?
Certainly, come along.
And off they went, Jack, the dog, and the sheep. The group was getting bigger, and Jack was really happy they had a new friend. And of course, the sheep too wanted to learn their song so that they could sing it all together. So let's sing their song all together. Let's go. A garden for you, a garden for me. Let's play together, and happy we'll be. Even the song was now really better because, well, more people, more fun. And so they went along, but of course, as I told you, the area was full of hills, so now there were other hills to climb, and so they started to went
Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley.
The next valley was as beautiful as the valley before, because you must know that Jack had never been there, so everything was new to him and everything was amazing. And in that valley there was also a winding river, and by the river they saw a very big and nice cow. She seemed so sweet, but something was wrong with her because she was crying too. She seemed really desperate. Moo! 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 Why are you crying? Asked Jack. You know, other cows have gone to the mountains for summer, but I feel the cold and so I wanted to stay here, but now I feel so lonely and so sad. But you, where are you going? We are going to seek our fortune, said Jack. Moo. Can I go with you?
Certainly, come along.
And off they went, Jack, the dog, the sheep, and the cow. They were all happy to have a new friend, and so they sing all together their song. Let's go. A garden for you, a garden for me. Let's play together, and happy we'll be. Beautiful, beautiful. But now the road started to climb again. There was now other hills to climb, and so they went up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley. Now, the first thing that Jack did was to look around. Okay, my friends, no other valleys to climb for today. And so they went along, and as they went along, they reached a farm. And by that farm, they saw...
Kikiriki! Kikiriki!
A really nice and very cute rooster, but he was crying too. Kikiriki! And so Jack asked, why are you crying? You know, this farm was full of animals, and I had so many friends, but it was abandoned. But this is my home. I didn't want to go. But now I feel so so sad and so lonely. But you, where are you going? We are going to seek our fortune, said Jack. Can I go with you?
Certainly, come along.
And off they went. And of course, roosters sing. And so the rooster wanted to learn Jack's song, and so they sing it all together. So let's go and sing their song. A garden for you, a garden for me. Let's play together, and happy we'll be. The group had grown bigger, and it was much fun. But now they walked all day long, and they started to feel a little bit tired, and it was also getting dark, so they needed to find a place where they could spend the night. And so they started to look around very carefully in all directions, until Jack saw, not very far away, a house. And from the window of the house there was some light. So there must be someone in, thought Jack. And so he told to the animals, now my friends, you wait here, and I go and see whether they can shelter us for the night. And so Jack walked to the house. But when he was there, he thought, maybe it's better to have a look from the window before knocking at the door. And so he stood on his tiptoe and he reached the window sill, and when he looked inside, inside there were 3 robbers with a very big bag full of golden coins. And they were a black suit and they were a black hood. And Jack could not see the faces, but he could see their eyes and such a malicious look. They must be very, very bad guys. I thought Jack was started to shake like a leaf from fear. And because he was afraid that they could hear him, he also stopped breathing. But then Jack started to think, and he had an idea. And so he walked back very silently, and he went to his animal friends and he told everything that he had seen, the robbers, the gold, and he said to them, "My friends, maybe we have found our fortune because I've got a plan, and my plan is like that." Now, my friends, what do you think about my plan? Do you agree with it?
Yes!
And so they went. So they went very silently to the house. And when they were there, the cow placed herself under the window. And then the sheep jumped on the back of the cow. And then the dog jumped on the back of the sheep. And then the rooster jumped on the back of the dog. Perfect. Now, said Jack, I will count up to 3, and when I give you the signal, you must make the most ferocious noise that you can make, because the plan was to frighten the robbers that were inside the house. And so, children, we have to help Jack and his animals with their plan. So, when I say 3, you must make the most ferocious noise that you can think of. So it must be an animal, it must be whatever, but you must scream, right? So 1, 2, 3, go!
Moo!
The robbers inside were really frightened. What was it? They had never heard a sound like that, so they looked out of the window and they saw a very big shape, a very strange shape. It was enormous. Well, but it can be animal, it can be a human, it can be an animal, it can be so big. So what was it? It must be an alien. It must be an ugly monster who has come to punish us for our bad deeds. And so they were so frightened that they forgot about the gold and they just ran away and never came back. And Jack and his animal were really happy. Yippee! Yippee! The plan had worked perfectly. And so they went inside the house and had a look at the big bag of golden coins. There was a really lot of money. Oh, with all this gold, we will be able to make the most beautiful park we have ever seen. And they were so excited that they felt no longer tired and they wanted to go straight back to Jack's town. But you know that the way back is full of hills. But this time they were in a hurry, and so they walked faster and they also climbed faster. Are you ready to climb a little bit faster together with us, together with Jack and the animals? So let's go. And they went up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley. The next valley was already there, so they went to overcome the next hill. So let's go a little bit faster.
Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley.
Faster, the last one.
Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, and through the valley.
Now they were really tired, but they were also really happy because Jacktown was very close. And when they went there, they told everybody about their adventure, and they showed them the gold, and they also the plan to be this beautiful park for all the people of the town. And so the works started the day after, and the most skillful gardeners were called from all the area, and at the end of the day, the park was finished. And the children too had to clean and tidy the park because they cleared all the rubbish that was inside. And by the end of the day, the park was really amazing. It was full of flowers with beautiful flowers, and there was also a fountain, and there also a little pond with some animals, and there was a big playground, of course, for the children, and also a house for the dog, the sheep, the cow, and the rooster who had Jack, and they were really happy because now they had found a house, but most of all, they had found new friends, and they lived there happily forever and ever. Because you know that the real treasure that Jack and his animals had found was not gold, but it was their friendship. You must know that in Italy we have a saying, and it says, Quando trovi un amico, trovi un tesoro, which means when you find a friend, you find a treasure. And so this is the end of our story, and we hope that you will find a lot of treasures and a lot of friends in your life. Ciao from Italy.
Ciao.
Ciao.